Alright, I'm back with part 2. I had to go ahead and get myself together because I had started watching the first part. And the first video came out to be like 30 minutes long. So I was like, I'll watch this later before I post it. I didn't want to get too caught up in the time because, 30 minutes is not short. So I apologize for that, but, you know, it's expected. Here's the second part, and I'm about to be answering questions from my Instagram instead of my YouTube. Part 1, YouTube questions. This is part 2, Instagram questions. All right. So from on Instagram, I am abnormal commented and asked me, how often did you retwist in the beginning? In the beginning, I did my first retwist 2 weeks in. So of course, when you're a newbie, you're scared to fucking death of washing your hair. Especially if you're doing it yourself. And when I tell you that I've had my locks unravel on me several times, I'm not exaggerating. My first retwist was 2 weeks in. I'm the type, I love clean hair. I love my scalp clean. I love washing hair in general. I just love my hair being washed. So when I twisted my hair, when I started, I already had heard the stories of some people going 6 months without washing, 2 months without washing. Everybody's journey is different. And the furthest that I would have taken it to, realistically, would have been 2 months at the most if I did wait to wash. But when that 2 weeks hit, especially going from having really short hair and being in the habit of washing it every 2 weeks, not every 2 weeks, but in the habit of washing it basically whenever the hell you wanted to, which is what I did. Like when my hair was short before I locked my hair, I really washed my hair damn near every day. Just because I love washing my hair. So, realistically, I couldn't go. I couldn't go no longer than 2 weeks. One, my hair was itching so bad. Oh my God. My scalp was itching so bad. I don't know if it was from the gel when I was retwisting it or what, but I had to wash it. And so what I did do to try to help it from unraveling was I would use a stocking cap. I would get like a brand new, really tight stocking cap and put it over top of my hair before I got in the shower. And then when I would wash, I would just be like really, really like soft and careful and only kind of like washing in the parts, with the shampoo. And then I would like lean my head back and let the water kind of run through the stocking cap and try my best to help get the shampoo out without doing this to get rid of the locks, like to make them unravel. But like I said, a few times they did come loose. Like a lot of them came loose. I damn near kind of restarted my locks a couple of times because they did come loose. If they're not locked and your hair is they're short, it's definitely a possibility. And then from that point on though, from starting to wash it 2 weeks into my lock journey, I damn near from that point wash my hair every 2 weeks. And I will say that with my texture, I feel like washing my hair that often in the beginning actually helped my hair lock more than it hurt it, because I feel like as it was growing, it would kind of help it tangle up a little bit better than opposed to me just like letting them sit and not washing them and being scared to wash them or being scared for them to move. I think just the freedom of laying on them any type of way or washing them actually helps to tangle them or lock them faster than to let them sit and just kind of be still, if that makes sense. Next question on Instagram is from a Shanae Can Only Be Me. And I apologize if I said that wrong. She asked, what products do you use for washing and retwisting? I actually answered that in the first video, so you can check that out. Like I said, there's no particular. And for retwisting, though, I don't use anything really. I use water to retwist, and I will grease my scalp with Nature's Blessing shampoos and stuff like that. Like I said in the last video, I don't have any particulars. I just pick up shit sometimes. I like to try out new stuff. From always_B_U, 3 questions. How often are you washing? I answered that in the last video. What dyes do you use? And how many locks do you have? So what dyes I use? When I go to bleach my hair, I like to get the white people shit. Excuse my language. But what I will say is that, and this may or may not be true, but see, I don't want to say that because y'all might think that I'm on some other shit. Okay, I really don't care. I feel like the quality of certain box dyes and stuff, especially like store-bought, like if you don't have like a cosmetologist account and you're just buying like out of Walmart and things like that, I feel like the quality of the products for white dyes, opposed to, y'all don't chew me out, opposed to like Dark and Lovely and like those other brands and stuff like that, are better quality. That's from experience. Now, I've been dyeing my hair for a long time. Before Locs, I've been dyeing my own hair for a long time, and whenever I go to get bleach, like a box bleach, I always will go and get one of those brands. I'm just saying. Another brand that's good is Splat. I've been using that brand before Locs also. Their colors are very vibrant. Their system is easy to follow. Again, if you're not a cosmetologist and you're just using box dyes, very easy to follow. And it's not really messy. It's more like of a cream texture instead of being like liquidy. And for colors, I also like to use Adore. You can find those in any beauty supply stores, like most of them. And they have like a whole lot of different colors that you can choose from. So, to answer that question, I have 51 locks currently, and I plan on keeping this amount. I'm good now as far as combining and stuff. When I first started my locks, I had 54. Now I have 51. And as I told you guys in my last video, eventually I'm probably going to combine these to be probably about 16 or 17 locks. But that'll be later on in the future. Okay? From Laszlo.spasms, spell LASZLO.SPASMS. What methods do you use to start and maintaining, retwist, retighten, and how do you moisturize your locks? What method did I use to start and maintain them? So, I tell people this even recently and they don't believe me. I've never used a comb in my locks. Like, I've never parted my locks with a comb. Never. So how I started them was, they were short, like I always let you know, about this long. And I literally was watching TV and I just grabbed hair, just like I just did. I just grabbed a section and twisted. And at that point, they probably about this long right there. What you see right there. And I just took and put a clip on it. And this is still my same method of retwisting when I do it now. I just go in and grab my hair, grab the lock, and twist it. Only difference is I don't use clips, and I stopped using clips a long time ago. And I'll just keep doing that, and then get a handful of them, twist it, and then put a bow on it, let it dry. Once it's done drying, take the bow off, and then this is what I have. Yep, so that's the answer to that question. So, I don't know what that method is called. They weren't coils. Because like I said, I didn't use a comb and actually make a coil. I just grabbed it and I put a good amount of gel in it to hold it because they were so small, and in my hair texture really wasn't having it. Like, it was hard to get these to lock in the beginning. And how do I moisturize my locks? I will get a spray bottle and I'll put a oil, or even sometimes a couple different oils in it. Olive oil. I've tried avocado. I've tried grapefruit oil. I've tried, you know, just rose water. Like, I like to experiment. I like to do and try different things. I don't like to moisturize with like coconut oil or anything like that. I don't like coconut oil on my hair. Like, it's just, like I said, my texture of hair, it tends to have stuff stick to it. So I don't really like to put anything that's like tacky or thick on it, because they're already thick as it is, and it just makes it hard for me to keep them clean and hard for me to wash them. I will do majority water in a bottle, do maybe like this much mixture of oils in it, shake it up whenever I get ready to use it, spray my hair down with that sometimes, but like I said, I rarely do that too. It all, for me, it is all on feel. If I look at my locks and I'm like, damn, they look kind of dry, I'll spray them down, but if not, I just let them rock. Kayla Sultry asked, how many locks do I have? 51. Myron Wright 757. When you started your locks, were they always like that? So I had to clarify with him and ask him how, like, what did he mean? Were they this thick? He said yes. My answer to that is yes. I started my locks again with 54 locks. I have 51 locks now. I only have this amount that I have now because there were a few locks that might have been thin to my taste. Let me see if I can find one that might have been thin to my taste. So here's one. All right, so for example, this lock right here, you can see is a little bit thinner than the lock that's right here. So I made them all one lock. So that knocked my count down a little bit. I've done this 3 times. And there's another one somewhere in the back, you know. Even like with this lock, this one to me is super thin. Oh, matter of fact, this is combined, so I found it. All right, so here's another one. You can see this lock right here is kind of thin compared to like my other sizes. And this one is thicker. So I combine these two together. And I combined these two a long time ago. So now you can see that the new growth of it is together, and it's a thick one now. All right. So they've always been this size. And we're at 13 minutes for this one. All right, so Earth Moonchild, she asked me 10 questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video right here. And now, because now that I'm thinking about it, I remember I told her I'm going to make a separate video for her by herself because she has 10 questions. She got some funny shit too. So, yeah, we're going to cut this one here now. And I'm going to upload these 2 that I just finished. And then I'm going to do this last one for her. And then that'll be it. And I probably won't do another questionnaire like this again until my next Lockiversary next year. But feel free to, anytime you have questions or comments or anything that you want to say, you can always ask me in the comment boxes below. And I will always pretty much answer you. I might not make a whole video for you, but I definitely will reply to you if I can or if I didn't miss it, okay? So, thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for having patience with me. I can't say that enough. My intentions be so good, and I like really be wanting to do this for y'all when I say I'm going to do it, but then like shit will come up, life, you know, traveling, or like something will happen and I can't do it when I want to. But I do always make sure that I get it done for you. And I think that's it. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all the compliments, all the questions, all the love. I also want to say thank you to that one person that always dislikes my video. Like, I don't know who the fuck you is, son, but you love me just as much as everybody else loves me. You might not know it, but then again, you might. But you love me just as much as everybody else loves me. You do. I be so weak. It's like, damn, that video only been up for 30 seconds. You didn't dislike it. You got me on notification. You subscribed. Got my notifications on. And you dislike that motherfucker every time within a minute. You love me, dog. Just face it. And I love you too. Whoever you are. You're probably somewhere right now. Not doing shit. Waiting for me to post. So you can dislike it. I love you too.